Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos.
All right, YouTube. So anyway, I am not responsible for any music that's being played on this game.
What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Case Keenum ready to quarterback.
Yeah, this is wild.
I hope it'll let me.
Why do you have to say that? Because like copyright or whatever? For real?
Like NFL.
And people would actually do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't sit on that one?
No.
Motherfucker. I may be, but the mother I fucking.
Look at the entire roster and get things figured out.
Your damn nasty ass.
Lord.
Nasty ass.
And he wants me to go down.
Huh?
He wants me to go down on him. All I'm here.
Yep. You ready to go?
Tell him to sit, Kenna.
Tell him sit.
Tell him to sit. Give him a treat.
Bronco.
4, 3, 2, 1.
First carry for Devontae Booker. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, you got 2 back. I still can't hear you talking either.
Well, you're not going to, because I won't go to party chat.
Advantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
We're good.
Now Keenum. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Dorsett on the return. He juked him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over.
Give him one. Give puppy one. Throw him one.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Domata Peko, the one to get him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh, Lord. That one was, I think, Eric.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Yeah, I used to get so mad when he'd go out down here to come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Thank you for going to act when you done that.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Not today. I'm going to hold this first quarter. I'll try to.
Knock it away and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he's going to try to go for it. What do you know?
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Hey, look. Oh, look at that.
Well, we're down his back.
While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up.
Don't tease him.
At the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots a 3rd team to win.
Oh, I thought I was going to have it right there.
The first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down carry for Booker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. Remember last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone. I'll take it at 20. Touchback. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pauvin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ivy Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders
goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Was there other shit happening on the bad day?
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked.
Stop doing that. If you want to go outside,
you feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Her shoe in there?
You gotta throw something at her for her to hear you.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hold on, Mommy, gonna go see your shoe, okay?
Play action. It's Keenum. A battle for it.
How?
Intercepted.
I don't see how.
By Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So possession changes hands on the final play of the first quarter. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here.
I got you. Oh, girl. Mommy even got you some clothes to wear for your baby doll. You hear me?
They'll run now with Burkhead. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Oh, God.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Burkhead. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
The play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Hey, Jamaican girl.
Keenum in the offense heading back onto the field. What a disastrous start for him. So far, he's thrown the ball 2 times, both times intercepted.
The heck with his progressions. The heck with
Hey,
what
pro
he's
guy.
seeing downfield. It's really simple, partner. See the color shirts your team's wearing? Throw to those. Not the other color shirts. The color that your team is wearing. That's what the coach is telling him right now.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now it's Keenum here off the bootleg. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed.
Put him outside. No, never mind. Never mind. I don't want to ask you.
Keenum to throw on 3rd and 1. Got him in. He finds Sanders.
All I wanted was that first.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll hand off to Booker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Off play action. Keenum. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And he's gonna miss this one wide to the
I was
left.
thinking I was covering by the wind.
No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there? Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy, and of course when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame. There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
20.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Brandon Marshall in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
No, they're not. It's Madden. All Madden.
Here's Ryan Allen now. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Charles, let's assess the Denver Broncos right now. Of course, they're going to have a new man in charge by the time next season rolls around. Vance Joseph let go. 2nd straight losing season. 6-10 this year, 5-11 the year before that. And you've told me this before. I think that was the first time they've had back-to-back losing seasons since the 70s.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's just not normal for the Denver Broncos in that franchise. But they do have something to build on, though. Think about what they did with Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent out of the University of Colorado. He had a big year at running back. I like what they've done at receiver with Cortland Sutton and Deshaun Hamilton. They're going to continue to get better. The defense stays strong. Even though they finished number 22 in the league last year, they can make a jump and rebound, I think, in 2019.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Keenum. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Keenum on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, yo, it's yo.
Throwing now is Keenum. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Keenum now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From midfield, here's Keenum. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So plenty of action on the field, but all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through this second half as we are back underway in Denver. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Brady trying to squeeze it in Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Booker on first down.
Oh, my God.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first, again, they go with Booker. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Keenum throwing on second.
How in the hell did you miss that?
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Keenum going to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on
I know.
make the other team
I seen it going towards that fucking goal post. I was like, fuck.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can.
No, it's probably mine.
What? What's that?
Do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead.
All right, whatever.
Floyd Stapleton, Alabama State has rejected your return. Don't worry, we'll help you fix the problem. Check your.
I gotta check it and see.
Throw the ball again now on this drive.
Are you ready?
After what happened on the last one, throw it on the first play. Give it
Both of them?
Yep.
some confidence.
See what happens.
The federal tax return was rejected. This happens from time to time, but we're here to help. We'll walk you through updating and e-filing your return every step of the way. What happened? The return header has the value self-select in the filing status. Filing link.
Yeah.
Each of the following does not have a value. But with filing hers this year,
You filed separately last year. You filed
no,
differently this
she
year.
didn't do it. She didn't file last year
No,
at
she
all.
didn't. No, so she put out. She put no on there.
Oh, she
I
put
know she-
0.
Hmm?
But she probably didn't. I don't know. Whose was she under? Hers or mine?
Well, last year
No, on there.
she put with yours. She filed with you. That's joint.
What screen was she on? Hers or mine? Did she put her code in or did she put my code in? Because there's 2 users on there.
Oh, she used an earthly per code. That doesn't do it.
1986.
Yeah, I know
I'm
that.
saying
Oh.
you gotta put
Oh,
a
I know.
code in.
Yeah,
to
I
get
know.
in.
I know that. I'll put it light up. Yeah, that I know.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Brady to the sideline and complete to Gronkowski. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, there it is. Brady connecting with Gronk, but at this stage of the game, this is kind of late for them. I'm used to this happening right out of the gate.
Yeah, and we were thinking we would see this per usual. First quarter, definitely second quarter, but not the case.
And their offense not moving the ball like they normally do. They're losing the game. Those two need to get together and fast.
On the run, it's Burkhead. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. There's just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady there.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Nothing. In that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Slant route caught by Edelman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Maybe I need to stop using Barrett.
Until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there, as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
What is he talking about?
Right back to Booker. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mommy can't help you right now. Mommy's hungry and we need to try.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle.
Freaking bull
And
crap.
he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
I am too.
The better route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Keenum.
Oh.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
I think they're giving us trouble because this is the first year we've actually...
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Or it could be that we fouled without me last year.
Here's Keenum. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. And they'll bootleg it here with Keenum. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond.
No, good. What the hell?
So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a
Hit the fucking
game.
pole again,
now,
bro.
Needs to find a way to capitalize.
Now Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady intercepted a third time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
On the handoff, this is Booker. And he'll take
What the hell are you doing?
into New England territory. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
To throw on second down is Keenan. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Off the play fake, Keenan.
I threw the ball. Why didn't you fucking...
Adrian Claymore with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You know, you're going to have to wait a minute. Mommy will sit there and let you show you how to do it.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Brady throwing on second down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sua Cravens with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
It's like they get a burst of speed. And I get nothing.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And Thomas has it. Fighting through, he's got space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Keenum now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Keenum. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt. That'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Keenum here off the bootleg. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return will stop right around the 25. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially
here
in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
No, they just want to reserve for
time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
This is more than one of them things he's doing now, he's more tight by himself.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing now is Brady. To the left side, complete for Julian Edelman. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Is there
So
any
he'll
way
get a chance
that I
to
could
talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
And then I could follow again and play me for 2016.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. 18 big yards on that one and a New England 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Brady, and that is incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw is Brady. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well,
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?